It had been a year, a whole year since I walked out. No looking back. I never thought I'd hear from her again. I had told myself that I was done, that there was no going back after what she did. But there I was, on a cold afternoon, sitting in my apartment when I heard the knock. Soft, almost tentative, as though she wasn't sure if I would even answer. I froze. I knew who it was before I even looked through the peephole. Sarah, my wife. The one who had shattered everything we built together. The woman who, only a year ago, had confessed to her affair. A betrayal that tore me apart. I didn't know what to expect when I opened the door, but I wasn't ready for what I saw. There she was, standing on the other side, with tear-streaked cheeks and red eyes, clutching a bag, as if she was carrying the weight of the world. She looked so different from the woman I had known. She wasn't the confident, smiling person I remembered. She looked lost. Like a shadow of herself, I stood there for a moment, trying to gather my thoughts. My heart was racing, but I knew that this wasn't a conversation I wanted to have. Not like this. Not after everything that had happened. Jake. Her voice broke through the silence, shaky, unsure. Can I talk to you? I stared at her for a moment, my mind racing. I had spent months trying to forget, trying to heal. The last thing I wanted was to open that door again. But there she was, looking at me with those eyes that used to be full of warmth. I opened the door slowly, not inviting her in but allowing her a moment. What do you want? I asked, my voice sounding colder than I intended. Her eyes welled up again, and she took a deep breath. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. I don't even know if I deserve a chance to explain myself, but I had to come. I've been thinking about what happened, about how I hurt you, and I don't think I can go on without trying to make things right. I stepped back, letting her enter. She stood in the living room for a moment, hesitating as if unsure where to go or what to do next. It was strange. Seeing her in this space again, after everything that had happened, I had turned this place into my sanctuary, my escape, and now it felt like a prison with her standing in it. Why now? I asked. Why a year later? After everything you did? She looked down as if she couldn't meet my eyes. I've been going through therapy. I've been working on myself. I know I can't undo the past, but I've realized how much I messed up, how much I hurt you. I could hear the sincerity in her voice. But I wasn't sure I could believe it. The pain was still too fresh. You thought I was just going to forget all of this? I motioned around the room as if the space itself held all the memories of what we used to be. You thought you could cheat on me, betray everything we built, and then come back a year later and expect forgiveness? I never wanted to hurt you, she whispered. I was confused. I made a terrible mistake, and I know there's no excuse for it. I've been living with the guilt, wondering how I could ever make it right. I'm not asking for your forgiveness right now, Jake. I'm asking for a chance to show you I've changed. I don't want to lose you. I could feel the bitterness rising in my chest. It was hard to hear her say that, to hear her talk about losing me after what she had done. But I didn't want to react out of anger. Not anymore. I had spent too long holding on to the hurt, trying to make sense of it. You left me, I said, my voice steady but full of pain. You left me broken, Sarah. I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know what was real. How do I even trust you again? She stepped closer, her hands shaking as she reached for mine. Jake, I don't expect you to trust me right away. I don't expect you to just forget. But I want to make amends. I want to show you that I've learned from this. I was selfish, and I don't want to live with that guilt forever. I don't want to keep running away from the mistakes I made. For a moment, I stood there, holding her hands, feeling the weight of everything we had lost. The silence between us felt like it stretched on forever. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to feel. I wanted to scream, to push her away, but I also wanted to forgive her, to let go of the hurt. The confusion was overwhelming. You can't just ask for forgiveness like this, I said, my voice breaking slightly. You can't expect me to just forget what you did. You can't just waltz back into my life after everything. I know, she said, her voice breaking. I know. But I'm not asking for you to forgive me now. I'm asking for a chance to show you that I've changed. I don't want to be the person who destroyed us. I want to be someone you can trust again. I took a deep breath, looking at her for a long moment. The woman standing in front of me was not the same one who had broken my heart. I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I need time, I said finally. I can't make any decisions right now. You've already hurt me. I don't know if I can ever heal from that. I understand, she whispered. Take all the time you need. I'm here when you're ready. As she left, I stood in the doorway, watching her walk away. A part of me wanted to run after her, to hold her and pretend like nothing had changed, but another part of me knew that things could never be the same again. The trust was broken. The love, once strong, was now fragile, a distant memory. But maybe, just maybe, there was a chance for us to rebuild. Maybe it would take time. Maybe it would never work. But for now, I had to decide if I was willing to try again. The door had been opened, and I didn't know what I would find on the other side.